Some of the experiences we had over the years regarding vCISO work. At the end of the day, companies who want that kind of assistance and support, one, can't afford a full-time, as has been outlined, but two, it's a viable option because of the level of experience. When you look at cybersecurity broadly from a roles perspective, there are not very many people who have actual hands-on CISO experience, whether that's engineering and operations or GRC work. So there's a gap there, but there's a whole lot of companies who need that help and support. So being able to find the right CISO to be able to come in and help support that, both again from that strategic perspective, but then from the technical perspective, as Jeff outlined, is important. Being able to know where you are in that growth plan in your organization and when to bring a CISO in and how and wherefore is a critical strategic direction. But tying that to our conversations today, cyber resilience is, that's a foundational thing. So boards should be knocking on the door saying, who's accountable, who's responsible, who needs to do this? Because it's not us, clearly as the board, right? And do we need to go hire a CISO as an employee and fill all that out? In some cases, depending on how big the business is, that could be a very viable solution. But that's something to consider and to think about, right? Personal quick reference, MGM. We pulled that a few months back now when they were breached. Very, very large breach, very downstream activities regarding extra costs, over $100 million. For a casino, okay, that might be chump change. But point is, they realized in that process, working with the board, they realized within that process, the folks they had doing security wasn't enough. The maturity level wasn't enough. They needed to hire people who had actual hands-on experience. That forced them to go back to their strategy and plan and say, as an organization, to your point, where are we and where do we hire a CISO, or should we hire a CISO, and where does that fit within our organizational plan and structure? And they got busy, right? And they're still walking through their process now, but you don't want to be in that situation.